we started with these photos. We were talking about the hotels on the train, in a jail, in a teepee, in a lighthouse, all of these places to sleep, all of these hotels. Yes. And today we are going to continue, but for today, before we start, I'm going to change the vocabulary of hotels to the vocabulary of house and food. ¿Okay? Vamos a cambiar un poco el vocabulario de hotel facilities a estos otros que tenemos de house, the food, the countable, the uncountable. So I'm going to show you some photos and you're going to tell me what food do you think is it. For example, this first photo, what's this? You know what's this?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms?
No.
Look,
Bread.
bread. Yeah, that's bread. Bread here. Mushrooms, I think no, but mushrooms are like this. Let me show you a photo.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
Mushrooms are this, right? Like this. This is bread. This
Jelly. No. Jam.
jam. You can also say jelly. Jelly. Jelly is jam, it's the same. Here,
Eggs.
eggs, some eggs. This,
Milk.
milk. This,
Juice.
juice. This, what's this?
Cookies.
No.
Pancakes.
Cupcakes, cakes,
Okay.
cakes. This, cupcakes, cakes. Yes, those are cakes. And this,
Orange.
oranges. Oranges.
Eggs.
And this,
Rice.
rice. Here, rice. And this, a cup of
Tea.
tea. And this is
Cheese.
cheese. And this,
Coffee.
coffee. And this,
Banana.
Banana.
and the last,
Fish.
Fish.
fish and
Butter.
butter. Yes, perfect. So butter, fish, bananas, coffee, oranges, rice, juice, food. And why food? Because today we're going to start the countable and the uncountable nouns. Okay, estoy un poquito desordenada aquí porque voy a ir de atrás para adelante para que me entiendan bien. Por eso me paso de una página a otra. Today we're going to start in English the countable and uncountable nouns. Yes. First of all, countable and uncountable noun. Do you know what is a noun? Noun. You know what's that? What's a noun? Do you have any idea?
No.
No? A noun. No? A noun is
Nombres contables e incontables, los nombres de lo que podemos contar.
the names. Yeah, the noun can be a person, an animal, a place, an object, food, flowers, things, anything, things. The noun can be a person, an animal, un sustantivo. And in English, the nouns can be countable and they can be uncountable. Countable is when I can say 1 orange, 2 oranges, 3 oranges, 4 oranges, 100 oranges. I can count it. Uncountable is when I cannot count it. For example, 1 money, 2 monies, 3 monies, 4 monies? No, impossible. The money is uncountable. You cannot count it.
How much?
That's why it's uncountable. Or for example, I can say 1 weather, 2 weathers, 3 weathers, 4, no. The weather is uncountable. Or another example,
Rice.
the rice is also uncountable. Yes, 3 rices. No, some rice, a lot of rice. Or maybe, yeah, and
Oil.
oil, yeah, the drinks, the liquid. So in English we have countable and uncountable, but lo que les quiero mostrar es que no es solo con comida, con cualquier cosa en inglés puede ser contable o incontable. It's not just for food. Okay? For example, money, 3 monies, no, impossible. Okay, so we're going to be talking about food, but this is for any noun, not just for food. Okay, so today we're going to study this. Why? Well, because for countable nouns we're going to use many, and for uncountable nouns we're going to use much. That's why. Countable, many. Uncountable, much. That's why we say, let me accept here the students. That's why we say, how many dollars do you have? But we say, how many dollars do you have? But we say, how much money do you have? Do you have? Because money is uncountable. Dollars is countable. So how many money? No, how much money? Or how much dollars? How many dollars? Because dollars are countable. $1, $2, 3, 4, 5, 100, $1,000,000. I can count them. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So today we're going to start with this, with the countable and the uncountable. But first, look at these 2 photos. United States, Guatemala. Food here, food here. What differences do you see here between the 2 families? Tell me.
In the Guatemala is more healthy.
It's healthier. Yes, it's healthier. It's healthier. It's healthier. What food do you see here in the Guatemalan photo? For example,
Rice.
Teacher, what is the difference between healthy and healthier?
healthy and healthier. This.
Ah,
This. This is the adjective and this is the comparative.
mhm.
This is when I
Okay.
want to describe. This is when I want to compare. For example, Laura said, the Guatemalan family is healthier. Healthier than the
That
family in the United States.
US.
When you want to make a comparison, normally we say it like this.
Yes, yes.
Comparative.
Okay.
When I just want to describe, I say it like this. It's healthy. But this is because I'm making the comparison to United States.
Okay.
So yeah, the Guatemalan family it's healthier. Rice, carrots,
Bananas.
Fruits.
a lot of fruit,
I don't see.
tomatoes,
Potato, tomato,
water, zucchini, maybe bananas,
water.
water, cauliflower. So yes, beans, oranges. It's healthier. In the United States,
Chips, pizza,
Hamburger.
hamburgers,
meat,
meat, drinks, sodas, soft drinks, juice,
Everything processed.
sauces,
the liquid here like milk,
Coke.
Coke. So this food is healthier. The one
Unhealthy.
is
Unhealthier.
healthier. It's unhealthier. This is
Mhm.
it's unhealthier. It's unhealthy. So yes, these 2 families, healthy food, unhealthy food. United States, Guatemala. So more food here. This this box here has this beans, beans, carrot. You know what are beans? Beans.
Granos.
Yes.
Sí, y también beans, so it can also be these ones. Let me show you. This, of course, and this. Here, these are beans. Green beans. This. Here. Beans, carrots, crisps, chips, meat, pizza, tomatoes, rice, potatoes. And I have here fresh food and this processed.
Processed.
Mhm.
The beans are fresh or processed?
Fresh.
Fresh.
Fresh beans here. The carrots, well, they're here. Fresh.
Fresh.
Crisps,
Processed food.
Processed.
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 Crisps. This. The crisps are these ones here. Crisps. These ones, like Lay's, Doritos, this crisps.
It's the chips.
The chips. Then we have French fries. French fries or chips?
Processed.
Processed. French fries here. Meat. But it depends.
Fresh.
Yes, fresh.
It depends. If you have a farm and it's your own meat, it's fresh. It goes here. But if you're going to buy the meat like this and meat, this is processed.
What is the positive to farm? Of farm.
If you have a farm, that's fresh meat. But if you're going to buy it like this can, in a
Okay.
can, that's
Okay.
processed. So for
But
me,
in the case of fish, talk about cow too.
in the case of fish, what?
Fish.
Uh-huh.
The people talk about farm and cow. Or cow?
Yes, for fish. For
Yes.
fish, yes. And fish is all the time singular. 3 fish, 4 fish, 1 fish, 2 fish, 3
Okay.
fish.
But with meal no is the same. With
meat.
meat.
With meat is uncountable. 1 meat, 2 meat, no, it's because it's uncountable. I cannot count it.
No. Entre farm and cow. Solo se refiere cuando hablamos de pescado. No pasa lo mismo con la carne.
Meat most of the time is for turkey, beef, chicken, but for fish, we don't say, normally meat is for the animals of the farm, not for fish, but you can say it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big
Por
deal.
eso, ¿cuál sería lo opósito o lo a farm en el caso de las carnes? Sea de cochino, de pollo o de res.
Lo opuesto, ¿cómo?
Sí, a farm.
A farm, a la granja.
Sí, correcto.
No, como
O sea, para referirnos a que fuese procesado, solo decimos que vienen en lata.
in a can.
Okay.
Decimos esta can like this, como así, canned. And food, this one. Por eso digo depende, porque dice meat, carne, depende. Puede ser fresca, fresh food, if it comes from a farm. But if it comes from a processed fabric, I say canned food, for example, it's processed food. It's not fresh. So it depends. I would say here meat is fresh, but it depends. Okay.
Pero ese cow que se refiere a los pescados, traducido al español, ¿qué significa?
Como vaca.
El cow del fish, cuando la bolsa, el empaque dice farm o dice cow, ¿qué significa en español el cow?
I have never seen that word.
C-O-G-H-P. Creo que sale así en el empaque.
Vamos a buscar.
En los pescados aquí, por lo general es cuando the farm es que están hechos como en lagos que se crearon. O sea, en lagos hechos, como las granjas de camarones que están en la cañada, algo así.
Okay.
Y la que estás mencionando tú, con la que la estás comparando,
Ajá.
es en un lago natural, ¿ok?
Wild, salvaje.
Ajá.
Ajá, yo sí he visto que cuando es salvaje dice wild, wild,
Pero
pero no
dice
sé,
cow también.
no tengo idea. O sea, yo sé inglés, pero no soy como productora de comida, entonces no voy
Lo
a,
que,
no,
lo,
no voy
lo
a
que pasa es que
afirmar.
te
No,
lo, no,
Natalia,
no, no,
Cam,
te lo pregunto porque son dudas que a uno le dan cuando uno ve la palabra en el empaque y obviamente ignorante del tema no sabemos ni siquiera lo
Ah,
que nos comemos.
tú dices cuando está esta palabra caught, esta,
Sí,
de
correcto.
atrapado.
Coght, creo que no te leo bien lo que estás
no,
diciendo.
es CAUGHT, así dice la bolsa. Eso cuando están en cautiverio, por lo menos cuando las tilapias están en piscina y entonces son así. Si es wild es porque las pescaron en un río.
Ok.
Lo
Quiere
mismo
decir,
que las carnes de res. Cuando las carnes de res son de libre pastoreo, son las que no son procesadas. Cuando las vacas andan comiendo paja normal y esa es la carne que consumimos, no son alimentadas, encerradas con alimentos y no sé qué. Lo mismo
quiere,
que los
quiere,
huevos.
quiere decir entonces que cuando veamos esa palabra, eso no es healthy.
Aquí nada es healthy. En Estados Unidos nada es healthy.
Bueno, mi amor, pero
That's true.
tenemos que buscar algo que comer.
Bueno, yo no sé, yo doy clases de inglés, yo como puro pollo, vivo en Maracaibo, yo no como casi pescado nunca, pero sí he visto esas palabras de lo que están diciendo caught y wild, y sí he escuchado a las personas que sigo en Instagram que dicen, no, este es de cautiverio, no, yo estaba entendiendo cow de vaca, pero sí he visto que dicen este es salvaje y este es de cautiverio, eso sí lo había oído, pero no estoy muy relacionado con el tema. Por eso
Ok,
no sabía qué decir porque realmente no lo
tranquila,
compro,
tranquila. Gracias,
no lo
tranquila.
compro. Pero en el caso del ejercicio que dice meat, no sé si poner fresh food o processed food porque realmente depende. Si viene de una
Ujú.
granja, puedo decir si la compré yo vino de una granja y si es fresh, pero si es, por ejemplo, enlatados o no sé dónde viene, muy probablemente puede ser processed food, o sea, a veces no hay como una respuesta así y no, sino
Ok,
depende. Igual, por ejemplo, aquí que dice, a ver, beans. Beans, ok, pueden ser natural, fresh food. If I
O
go to
puede
the
ser
market and
canned
I buy
beans.
it, but it can also be processed. So it
mhm,
depends.
yes.
It depends. Oh, tomatoes, it's the same. It's exactly the same. Um, but for today, what I want you to study with me is the countable and the uncountable nouns. Quiero enseñarles que en inglés las palabras, los sustantivos, no solo la comida, cualquier sustantivo, persona, animal, cosa, objeto, lugar, cualquier sustantivo en inglés se puede contar o no. Me voy a enfocar en la comida, pero es cualquier sustantivo que puede ser countable and uncountable. Les voy a dar unos tips para que sepan cuándo una comida, cuándo una palabra, cuándo la comida es countable y cuándo es uncountable. Para que sepan cuándo usar many y para que sepan y estén seguros de cuándo usar much. This here. Uncountable, many, much. This one here. Countable. Voy a empezar con uncountable, que es más fácil. The uncountable, most of the time, the uncountable food is liquid. Liquid, like for example, water, coffee, uh,
Wine,
wine, beer, soda,
Oil.
oil. Yes, any liquid, normally, most of the time, the liquid is uncountable.
uncountable.
So I would not say, I want to drink 2 wines. Better if I say 2 cups or 2 glasses of wine. It's better because wine is uncountable. Okay.
Okay.
Another thing that is uncountable in English is the meat. For example, turkey, beef, chicken, pork. The meat most of the time is uncountable. That's why I don't say, yes, I want to eat 2 chickens. 2 chickens, like the whole chicken, the whole animal. No, some chicken. But 2 chickens, 3 chickens, 4 chickens, no. The meat is uncountable. Okay. Another thing that is uncountable in English, it's the powder. When I say powder, I mean the salt, the sugar, the baking powder. Here, powder. For example, I say, I need to buy 2 sugars. 2 sugars, like 2 grains of sugar. No, maybe 2 packages, 2 kilograms, 2 pounds. Yes, but two sugars, like 2 grains. No, I don't think so. So the powder, most of the time, is uncountable. The same happens with the flour. Okay, any kind of flour is also uncountable. With the grains, when I say, for example, the rice is uncountable. Okay, so all of these things that you see here, most of the time, need a container, because you cannot say three chickens, 3 turkeys, two salts, 2 baking powders. No. Cuando digo que no puedo decir estas palabras en plural, me refiero a que lo que debería ser, lo correcto sería, para poder decir 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sería meterlo en un contenedor. Ahí sí puedo decir 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, I say, I want to eat maybe 3 pounds of chicken, like this. Just 3 pounds. I want to eat 3 pounds of chicken for this week. Maybe to drink, I would like 2 or 3 cups of coffee. Like this, I can count it. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in real life, a lot of people don't pay attention to this rule, and they say, I drink 2 coffees, 3 coffees, 4 coffees, because they don't pay attention to it. Okay? Yo siempre les digo a mis estudiantes, esto es el deber ser, pero en la vida real es algo muy diferente. En la vida real, pues si las personas dicen 2 coffees, 3 coffees, 4, 5, aunque no, aunque debería meterlo en un contenedor. 2 cups of coffee, 2 mugs of coffee, 2 glasses of wine, 1 glass of wine. Okay? Because if I say, for example, look at this, para que entiendan, I want to eat 3 rices. Si yo digo, me quiero comer 3 arroces, 3 rices, like the 3 grains, como los 3 granitos. No puede ser. I want to eat 3 rices. No, I want to eat 3 cups of rice, 1 cup of rice. In that case, yes, but 3 rices, or I need 2 sugars for my cake. Necesito 2 azúcares, como 2 granos. No, 2 kilos, 2 tazas, 2 libras, dos algo, 2 packages, 2 packages of sugar. Packages of sugar for my cake, yes. In this case, yes. Okay. Entonces, lo incontable, normalmente liquid, meat, powder, grains, lo que si agarro con mi mano puede que se salga. Eso es normalmente lo incontable. Okay. Lo contable, todo lo diferente. Lo contable, I'm going to write here the oranges, for example, the oranges, for example, the apples, for example, the hamburgers, for example. I can say I want to eat 1 hamburger, 2 hamburgers, 3 hamburgers, 4, 5, 10, 1 apple, 2 apples. La puedo contar. 3 apples, 4 apples, 10 apples, 100 apples. Okay. Las frutas, muchas de ellas, como las puedo sostener en mi mano, son countable. Okay. Another thing that is countable, las ensaladas, the salad. Salad is also countable. Salad, like this. Okay. Another thing that is countable, avocado. This is also countable. Another thing that it can be counted, the French fries. French fries. I can say 1 French fry, 2 French fries, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to send you a photo. Yo les voy a estar enviando una imagen. para que la vayan memorizando, porque vamos a estar hablando de esto varios días, para que memoricen lo countable y lo uncountable. ¿Ok? Pero aquí hay algunos tips, so you can remember when food is countable and when it is uncountable. So do you understand? Tell me.
Yes.
Another food that
Yes.
it can be counted. Maybe I can also say the seafood. The seafood I can count it also. The word seafood is counted. Una palabra que es incontable siempre, fruit, fruit. Vegetables is countable. Vegetables. Fruit is uncountable. I mean, not all the fruits like oranges, apples, they are countable. But the word fruit is uncountable. So I cannot say, for example, I want to eat 3 fruits. No. I want to eat fruit. That's it. In singular, fruit. Fruit is uncountable all the time. La palabra fruta es incontable por naturaleza. Ahora, las frutas hay muchas contables. Prefiero la palabra. The word fruit, uncountable all the time. Okay. ¿Para qué me sirve todo esto? Okay, ¿esto para qué me sirve en la vida real? Bueno, I'm going to write here some sentences and you're going to tell me what do you think. Look at this. If I say here, how much or how many oil do you need for lunch?
How much?
How much? Because oil is uncountable. So I cannot say how many oil. No. How much?
Much oil.
Natalia, una pregunta.
Tell me.
O una question. A menos que vaya a decir, a menos que vaya a decir, how, por ejemplo, que vaya a decir cuántos litros.
Claro. How many liters?
How
I say
many
to you, how
liters
many?
oil do you need for lunch?
Claro,
Okay.
of course. Desde el momento en que yo le pongo un container, que eso lo vamos a ver pronto, los contenedores, containers, cuando yo le pongo un container, a liter, a cup, a glass, 1 pound, a kilogram, I can say how many. Yes, I can say it. But if it is like this, just oil, no, that's how much. How much oil? If I ask how people are coming to the party. Look at this.
How many?
How many people?
How many people? Because people is, I can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many people are coming to the party? Is a countable word. How much people? No, impossible. If I ask how dollars do you have?
How many?
How many? How many dollars do you have? But if I don't say dollars, if I say money, in that case is
How much?
how much? Because money is uncountable. Yes. If I write here, for example, how do you need for Thanksgiving? If I have here turkey, tell me, what do you think?
How much? No, how many? How many? How many?
It depends. It depends. It depends because if I say how many is
Turkey.
the whole animal. Like you're going to buy 3 turkeys for Thanksgiving, or 2 or 4. Si digo, how many turkeys, es que me voy a llevar el pavo completo. Y ahí yo puedo decir 1, 2, 3, porque es el pavo completo. Es el animal completo. How many turkeys? But if it is not the whole animal, I can say, how much
turkey
do you
do you
want
need?
to eat for Thanksgiving? How much turkey? In that case is uncountable. Okay? Por eso yo digo que lo contable y lo incontable hay que ponerlo en perspectiva siempre, hay que tener contexto, porque hay palabras que depende del contexto pueden ser contables o incontables. Incluso si las buscas en un diccionario, hay palabras que tienen al lado de la palabra dice C y dice U, de que son countable y uncountable. Depends on the context. They can change. For example, chicken. Chicken is uncountable. Okay? I say, I want to eat some chicken for lunch. But if I have a farm and I say, I have 20 chickens on my farm. In this case, it's possible, it's correct. Because I'm talking about the animals that I have on my farm. So it depends. You know that in English, that sometimes it all depends on the context, okay? So we have to read the sentence and be sure, because sometimes they can be countable and sometimes they can be uncountable, okay? Cuando me refiero al animal completo, como I have 20 chickens on my farm, is countable. When I mean just a piece, that's uncountable. I want to eat some chicken in the uncountable form. Yes, do you understand? Yeah. Maybe another example for you to understand better. If I say, how water do you need for dinner? Look at this.
How much?
How much water do you need for dinner? And if I say, how liters of water do you need for dinner?
How many?
How many? Because I can count them. 1, 2, 3 liters, 4 liters, 4, 5, 10 liters, 20 liters of water. Yes. Or how many glasses of water? Or a container. Yes. So understand?
Yes.
Yep. When we have these sentences about the food, we can say a lot of, lots of, here, some, much, many. We can also say a few. We can also say a little, like this, a few, a little. We can also say any. Okay? Ahorita que nos vamos a encontrar con la comida, van a haber muchas oraciones con a lot of, lots of, some, much, many, a few, a little, any. Do you understand all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, all? Yes. Do you know what's the difference between a few and a little? Tell me.
Hace y
For example, I can say a few sugar.
mm, I can say a few minutes ago.
A few minutes, yes. A few minutes ago, yeah. And a few sugar, I can say.
No,
I can say a little.
a little.
A little sugar. I can say a few apples.
No.
Yeah, no? Let's see what's the difference. A few is for countable. A few, it's like many. I'm going to write it here next to many. A few. A few is for countable. A little is for uncountable. That's the difference. It's like this. It's like much and many. It's exactly the same. Okay. Much is for uncountable. Many, ya los voy a poner en silencio para que me escuchen todos. Ajá. Cuando se consigan con much o a little, eso es para uncountable. Uncountable. Cuando se consigan con many or a few, here, many, a few, that's for countable nouns, okay? That's why I say a few oranges. Yeah, many oranges, a few oranges. A few money. No. A few dollars. Yes. A few money. No. A few is for countable. A little is for uncountable. Yeah. This one, a lot of, lots of, some, any. This is for both countable or uncountable. It doesn't matter. Let me take a photo so you don't forget it. So any questions, tell me. The questions, they're going to come when I do the exercises with you. Countable, much, a little. Countable, many, a few. Yes. So, las preguntas yo estoy segura que van a venir, pero en los ejercicios. Ahorita no. But when we do the exercises, yes. Let's do one. Let's do one exercise. Let me show you here. Ajá. Let's see. Look at this. Tell me. Look at this sentence. I would like an orange juice with my breakfast. What do you think? This is good or bad?
A
Correct?
few.
Incorrect? Ajá. Tell me. You? What do you think? Is good or bad? Correct or incorrect?
I think it's correct.
Correct. Another person?
A few orange. Ya va.
Orange.
A few.
No, an
Sí.
orange juice. No, orange juice. Juice. Juice is countable
A,
or
a,
uncountable?
a liter. A liter orange juice.
Little orange juice. Juice is countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
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 If it is uncountable, I cannot say an. I cannot say 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So I would like orange juice. Some orange juice. A glass of orange juice. But no. So this is incorrect because juice is uncountable. I cannot say an. An is 1. So I cannot count it. I cannot say 1, 2, 3. No. It's uncountable. Okay. Let's see the second. We have a bread and butter with our lunch. What do you think? A bread and butter.
Bread sería countable.
Bread. What is bread? Bread is
Un.
uncountable. El pan es incontable. Sandwich, las hamburgers son contables, pero la palabra pan, bread, es uncountable.
Okay.
Is the same that the last, the letter A is,
A bread, no.
we don't need.
We don't need
We have bread and butter.
Yes. Sandwiches, burgers, I can count them. Toasts are countable. Like this. Countable. Toasts, sandwich, hamburgers. The bread, no. Bread is uncountable. Uncountable. Yo sé que no tiene sentido, pero bueno, es así. El pan es incontable. La palabra pan, bread, is uncountable. So I cannot say a bread. Some bread. A little bread. A piece of bread. But bread is uncountable. The third one, there are some bananas in the fridge.
Is correct.
Good. Bananas, it's in plural, it's a countable noun. Yes, bananas here. Countable. So yeah, correct. Let's see. Would you like a cup of coffee? A cup of
Correct.
coffee. Yeah,
Correct.
a cup of coffee. Puedo decir a cup. I can also say a mug of coffee. It's also correct. You know what is a mug? Yeah.
No.
A mug? A mug is like a big cup. It's bigger.
Okay.
A mug of coffee. A mug is like, no, this is a cup. It's like this. A mug. The mug is bigger than the cup of coffee. We take an apples to work.
Is and is without and.
Without the N. Or an apple without the S, maybe. An apple.
Maybe.
Singular. So incorrect. We take an apple. We take apples, but an apples, no. I normally have a toast and jam for breakfast. A toast and jam.
Is correct.
Correct. A toast is, what is a toast?
Una tostada.
Is countable or uncountable?
Countable.
It's countable. A toast,
Count.
I can say jam.
Jamón.
Mermelada.
Mermelada. Jamón es ham.
Pero mermelada también tiene otra.
Un H. Jelly.
No.
Jelly.
Yes, cuando está con H como hamburger, ese es jamón, ham, de ham,
Okay.
ham. Cuando es con Y, jam, como jelly, like this, jam, mermelada, jam. So yes, a toast and jam, correct. Please buy some eggs at the market. Buy some eggs.
It's correct.
Correct.
It's correct, yes. And the last, my grandfather, remember the thing that I told you. My grandfather eats a fruit for breakfast. A fruit.
I think it's without A.
Without A, because I told you fruit is uncountable. Okay, so fruit. My grandfather eats fruit. Cuando le digo que es incontable, es que no puedo decir ni uno. 1, 2, 3, no. Y a o an is one. So I cannot say a fruit, one fruit, no, because fruit is uncountable. I cannot say 1, 2, 3, 4. Is uncountable. Okay. Esto capaz en la vida real no le paran mucho, pero realmente para hablar un poquito mejor podemos decir my grandfather eats some fruit. Okay. We can also say we have a piece of bread and butter, some bread and butter. I would like a glass of orange juice, maybe. It sounds better. Yes. So these are the correct and incorrect. 4 correct, 4 incorrect. Let me send you this too. Here. Let me show you one more. I'm going to have here a paragraph about the Mediterranean diet. You know what is the Mediterranean diet? Tell me.
Yes.
That is really healthy. It's super healthy.
Yes. It's similar to the Arabic food.
Yeah, to Arabic food. Yes. Well, I have here a paragraph about the Mediterranean diet, and we have to choose between the two options. A lot of, much, a, some. You have to tell me, what do you think? What's the correct option? Yes. The Mediterranean diet is the diet that people have in Italy, in Greece, yeah, in those parts of in Europe. That is really, really healthy. Digo esto para que tengan contexto porque
And really, really spicy.
and really spicy, expensive.
No,
Spicy,
creo que quieren
spicy.
picante.
Spicy.
Spicy.
I understood expensive. Yeah, it's spicy and it's healthy. And the people in the Mediterranean, they live many, many years. They have like 90 years old because they eat really good. So we have here the Mediterranean diet. It's famous around the world because it's very good for you. People in this area eat
A lot of.
Yes, a lot fruit.
a lot of fruit and vegetables. Erase the other one. So yeah, you have to choose.
A lot.
You have to choose between the two options. They eat a lot of, and they don't eat no
Many chips.
Many. How do you know that is many? That is many chips and not much chips. Tell me. Why?
Because it's countable.
Because many is countable. That's why. They don't eat processed food.
Much.
Much. Why much?
Because processed food is uncountable.
Because food is uncountable. Yes, the word food is uncountable. They eat fish and cheese.
A fish
And some.
and some cheese.
A fish, just one. They eat just
No,
one.
some fish.
Some fish, yes. Because if I say a fish, it's like they just eat one fish. That's it, just one. And that's it. No, some fish and some cheese. Because fish and cheese, they are uncountable. Okay? Si digo un pescado, ya, solo comen uno. Y ya. No. Comen un poco de pescado. Some fish y some cheese. Cheese y fish is uncountable. And they don't eat meat.
Much.
Much. Meat is, I told you, meat is
Is
uncountable.
uncountable.
I don't have the photo, but yeah, it's uncountable. They don't eat much meat. And they don't eat
Many.
Many eggs.
many eggs. They don't eat many eggs because eggs is countable. They usually eat rice,
Some rice.
potatoes, or pasta. Some rice, potatoes, and pasta, like this, with meals. Andrea, can you read it? The Mediterranean diet. It's famous around the world.
The Mediterranean diet is famous around the world because it's very good for you. People in this area eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, and they don't eat many chips. In fact, they don't eat much processed food at all. They eat some fish and some cheese, but they don't eat much meat and they don't eat many eggs. They usually eat some rice, potato, or pasta with meals.
Let's go with the countable and the uncountable. Wait.
Teacher, is possible say much fruit or no?
Yeah, much fruit. Yes, of course.
Both. O sea, a lot of and much.
Yeah, both. But much and many is more commonly used for questions and negative sentences. A lot of is more commonly used for positive sentences. But yeah,
Okay.
much or a lot of, I can use them with the fruit.
Okay.
Fruit is uncountable. So let's go with the countable first. Countable. Countable food. Tell me, what countable food do you see here? The paragraph.
Fish.
Fish is uncountable.
Vegetable.
Vegetables.
Veggies. Ay, no me sale. Vegetable.
Show you the pronunciation.
Vegetable.
Balls.
Balls.
Vegetable has 4 syllables. Vegetables, but the pronunciation only has 3. Vegetables. A lot of people try to pronounce all of them, the 4 syllables, and we have to pronounce just 3. Vegetables. That's it. Vegetables. Like this. Vegetables.
Vegetable.
Yeah, don't try to pronounce the 4 syllables. No, just 3. Vegetables. Vegetables. That's the pronunciation. Here, I'm going to write it like, I'm going to leave it here. So countable. What countable food do you see in this paragraph? Tell me.
Vegetable noise.
Vegetables, that's countable.
Chips.
Vegetables, chips. What else? Meals is also the meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Eggs.
That's eggs.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. What are the potatoes? Here.
In the last line.
Potatoes. And the uncountable.
Fruit.
The word fruit is uncountable. Here, fruit, and vegetables. Fruit.
Cheese. Rice.
Rice.
Pasta.
Pasta, rice, cheese, here, food, fish, and here. I think that's it. Meat, this one, meat. I don't see more. I think that's the only food that they have. Yeah. So uncountable, countable. If you have a dictionary and you open the dictionary, the good dictionaries like Oxford Dictionary and those ones, they have the word like pasta. And next to the word, it says you, uncountable. Yes. When you see that a dictionary has the U or C, that's countable or uncountable. That's the meaning. Okay? En los diccionarios, los mejores, los más buenos, los como de más calidad, tienen una U o una C. A veces tienen las dos, U y C. Eso quiere decir, depende del contexto, la palabra puede ser contable o incontable. Yo les voy a estar pasando una lista de imágenes con comida, contable e incontable, para que la vayan memorizando, porque vamos a estar viendo mucha comida esta semana y la que viene. Y sobre todo, para que estén 100% seguros de cuando quieran usar much, many, a few, a little, ya sepan. Ok, is a few eggs, is a little money, is a few oranges, is many apples. So, countable, uncountable. Yes. Esto lo voy a estar repitiendo bastante hasta que lo memoricen. Como siempre les digo, si tienen alguna duda de si es contable o incontable, esta es una buena ayuda. Pensar, bueno, quedó grabado en la clase, pensar si es líquido, es incontable, como water, coffee, wine, beer, sodas. If it is powder, baking powder, sugar, salt. If it is meat, like turkey, pork, fish, beef, chicken, is uncountable. The fruit, muchas frutas son contables, countable, like the apples, oranges, blueberries, strawberries. That's countable. Bananas, yes. So I know that you may have many questions. Estoy segura de que deben tener muchas dudas, pero bueno, para eso vamos a estar todos los días hablando de lo contable, de lo incontable, de cuándo usar many, much, a few, a little y los contenedores. A glass, a can, a package, a little, a pound, a kilogram, a cup. Yes. So any questions about this? Tell me. Any questions about the countable and the uncountable? Sé que deben de tener muchas, pero bueno, para eso vamos a estar varios días con esto, porque es bastante extenso, the countable y the uncountable. Yes. También les voy a estar pasando un video con countable y todo lo que vea que les vaya a servir lo voy a estar dejando en el grupo para que memoricen. Countable y uncountable. Yes. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Okay, nice, perfect. So have a good night and I see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.